I'm ready.
You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.
Bonjour, everyone. It is Dr. Tiff. I'll be my own audience. So, I wanted to discuss the top 5 ways to look youthful in your 40s. I know I've been getting that question a lot, but before that, I want to talk about Gail King, and I want to talk about all these gals going to space and the controversy they've created, because I don't know how much it costs, maybe 30 or 40 million or millions to get them up to. I don't even know if they went to space. I don't know if they went to somewhere in that gap of the stratosphere, but they did not go to the moon. We know that. So people are talking about why aren't they feeding the hungry? How do they spend this kind of money to go up to space for 11 minutes, and then when they come back, they're now all astronauts? Well, I'm going to go take a course in cosmetic surgery, and in 11 minutes, I'm going to call myself a cosmetic surgeon. Are you coming to me? So I'm just saying, like, I don't get the controversy around them spending whoever money, Elon Musk. I don't know who money it is, but listen, I don't know if I would go, but I would say that if you get the opportunity, why not? I mean, yes, the world is always going to have its fuck ups. So what are we going to wait for everything to be perfect? No homeless, no alcoholics, no heroin, no fentanyl before we're able to go and enjoy our life? Like, if you have the money, it's not people with money. Let me just make this clear. It's not anybody's responsibility to take care of everyone else just because they have a dollar or two. Okay. Now, if we live in a communist country, maybe it's all about the whole and not the individual. But here in America, which is happen to be where I am, I don't know where you're watching it from, but I'm in America. It's about the individual. Now, is that selfish? Perhaps. Well, then, go to China. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I think people should be able to do what they want with their money, which doesn't bring me, but it's going to bring me to my next topic, which is the top 5 ways to look youthful in your 40s. So these are my 5 ways. You can argue me down if you want, okay? You can try to say I look all of 49, which I don't, so I know you hating from the sidelines, but my number one thing is drink tons of water. Matter of fact, I hate water. I really do. Let me just tell the truth. I fucking hate water. But what I do is I put a tiny bit of lemonade or I put a tiny bit of lemon in the water, and I've decided that I can tolerate it. Because drinking lots of water make your skin, you see how that go? It snap back like that, right? And it's not surgery, by the way. It just snaps back. It makes your skin like a collagen building. It's like a collagen producing, and makes you look very healthy and young. Next, another thing I don't like to do, work out. I mean, I can tell you I hate the gym. I probably already told you, but I know that it's important. It's important to stay fit. It's important to stay fit, and that is how you're going to maintain your youth, is by getting those endorphins going and making sure that you are in shape. People that are in shape tend to look younger. Now, if you overdo it with the steroids and being so muscular, you kind of look older because your skin get all frail. And the Ozempic face, you heard of that? You heard that face, right? That's where your head is still big and your body's small. So, there's no quick fix, but working out, it works, drinking tons of water. Next thing, discovering meditation and being at peace with yourself. You don't even realize how important it is to be comfortable in your skin. You can see beautiful people from all over, and as soon as you walk into the room, they suck the life out of you. Like, you've seen a beautiful person that wasn't that beautiful when you got closer to them, right? Because you realize it's their aura. So with meditation, you kind of get yourself on an even plane every morning, every night, and you allow the world to fuck with you, right? Because if you meditate in the morning, even if it's just for 8 minutes, I tend to just lay there. My alarm goes off. I never get up when my alarm goes off. Not because I'm tired, but because I like to drain myself of all the impurities and the crazy thoughts that we have that go through our head and all the negativity. and just start the day fresh. And from like tabula rasa, I learned something in Latin. It means blank slate. Every morning I give myself a blank slate. I start from there, and then I come up and I come out and I let the world have me, right? They eat me alive, and then I do it all over the next day. So that's one of the things that kind of keep you young, is just being at peace with yourself and meditating. This next one is very important, women. Women, I'm talking to you. You know these men can take each eyelash and eat it whole. Do not argue. It's very simple. Don't argue. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have an opinion and go back and forth, but do not raise your voice, do not curse, do not let anybody take you out of your character and raise your blood pressure to over 120, more than 120 over 80 or 90. That's my last blood pressure. Keep and maintain your stillness. That will add about literally 30 years to your life. I'm telling you, the only reason I'm alive is because I don't argue. I don't argue. If I'm arguing, trust me, it's with an animal, right? It's with a bug that got in my house. It's with a dog that's following me. It's with something that is not human. Don't argue with humans. And last but not least, okay? Some of you started this early. You had the information early, and you started it early. You must, if you go that route, find a really good injection specialist. Have them on hand for, every 6 to 8 months when you need a little tweak. Now, no fillers. Like fillers, I feel like it's overdone. People like make themselves look like blow-up dolls. I feel like Botox does wonders, especially if you have a good injection specialist, because they can put the Botox like under here, and that you don't even need to get any kind of liposuction under your chin. You know how as you get older, you start getting this thing. You get the Botox specialist to just inject around here, and it just lifts. It lifts. And then, you go, huh? And nobody have any lines there. Or what you can do if you don't want an injection specialist is just make no expression. Like if you're gonna laugh, you have to, ha, 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 right? So if you're not gonna invest in a good specialist for this, then you just have to have no expression, because expression causes lines and it causes aging. So yeah, and have a good one, because, and this is the funny thing. I'll tell you a little story. I know I like to go off on a tangent, but I remember when it wasn't in style to have big lips. It was not in style. That's when I was like 10 years old and I still had the same lips, and people used to make fun of me for it, right? They say, oh, you could float on the water without a float. Now, it's trending. Everybody has it, right? But it has to fit your face. See, I was born with this. That's why it fits my face. Some people, and no offense to anyone getting things done, because listen, I'm a doer of getting things done. I don't mind that, right? But I feel like you have to make sure that it looks, natural and in moderation. Now, I have some friends that don't want to look natural. They want to look like a Barbie doll. They would like to look like a blow-up doll. And so they get what that effect is. So if you want to look that way, fine. But I would say in moderation, and just to kind of smooth out your skin, if you need a little lifting or nip and tuck, nothing's wrong with it, but find a really good one. Okay, that's it for my top 5 ways to look youthful in your 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, gals. Bye.
You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.